Good evening and welcome to Valor TV Evening News Edition. We hope you had a nice weekend. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, with the kids being around for short holidays. It was a nice one. What about yours?
I had a very fantastic weekend. You can interact with us on our social media pages on Facebook, Valor TV.
On Twitter at Valor TV.
And our SMS number, 222-222.
My name is Fadila Hamisi.
And I am Job Maangi. These are our headlines.
Where are the goodies? Locals question the government.
Low COVID-19 vaccines uptake as myths rock the turnout.
Students major players in illicit brewing around Maseno University.
We are starting with political news, and political leaders have started going around the country campaigning for the quickly approaching 2022 general elections.
Valor TV went to seek the public's opinion on the performance of the outgoing government. This is what they had to say.
It's now around 10 months towards the general elections, and the race to the State House is getting tighter. Aspirants of various positions have started going around the country, convincing Wanjiku to come out in large numbers and vote. But how has been the performance of this outgoing government? Kevin Ochieng, a Luanda resident, blamed the handshake for the crippled economy.
Masinani, wakati walikuwa bado wako pamoja na William Ruto, kazi ilikuwa inaendelea vizuri. Handishake ilipoingia katikati, sasa ikawa badala kazi kuendelea, ni vita ndio ilikuwa inaendelea.
According to them, the ongoing conflict between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto stagnated implementation of both county and national projects.
Hapo mbeleni walianza kazi kufanya vizuri. Wamejaribu kufanya kazi, lakini hii kipindi ya pili, hii malumbano ya deputy president yameanza kusumbua mkubwa wake, maendeleo ikasimama.
Luanda residents expressed their frustrations to Vihiga County government for demolishing their shoe-shining sheds with fake promise of constructing new ones.
Vioski hapa Luanda zilibomolewa, na vile tuliahidiwa highway inakuja, hawajajenga hata hiyo highway na hawajatekelezea. Sasa wafanyikazi wa Luanda hapa kama mwafuli watuleteko chini ya women rep, wakadanganya tuletea hapa mwafuli, hawakutuletea.
Issues of security and taxation also came up.
Upande wa security haiko vizuri vile, wizi umezidi. Alafu upande wa biashara kuna vile tunahangaishwa sana, upande wa ushuru imepanda na biashara yenyewe iko chini.
On the other hand, Luanda constituency member of parliament Christopher Omulele was applauded for improving school infrastructure.
MP amejaribu sana, amejenga shule vizuri sana, tena karibu yote. Barabara za miguu za ndani tena amefuruga sana. Yeye hana shida yote na sisi.
Reporting for Valor TV, my name is Kawera Rose Nyaga.
COVID-19 vaccine uptake continues to be a problem to many, despite the government and the health officers' efforts to encourage the public to turn up in large numbers and get vaccinated. Our reporter Lucy Momanyi had a chance to speak to Dr. David Ochieng from Coptic Hospital and some of the locals.
Despite the vaccine being a good remedy to curbing coronavirus pandemic, many are not willing to show up at the vaccination centers. Coptic Hospital, as one of the vaccination centers in Vihiga County, is no exemption.
Attendance have reduced to 10. Like yesterday, I only had 2. But 2, I can't vaccinate 2 because if I vaccinate 2, I open the vial, I'll have to discard the remaining 8. That means I give 2, I waste 8.
According to Coptic nursing officer, people's perception towards the vaccine is one of the major problems hindering the success of vaccination.
There's that notion that when you get the vaccine to men, some can't erect, you can't reproduce, which it's not documented anywhere. No one have reported that. So those are just myths.
There are a lot of myths about the vaccine, and people have different opinions about taking or not taking the vaccine.
Yes. Hiyo shindano kidungwa. Sababu unapata utalegea mwili, upate saa zingine una nguvu, sasa ukae kwa nyumba siku 3. Sasa hiyo siku 3 ukikaa kwa nyumba utakuwa unakula nini?
Mimi sijaona hiyo effect.
Hiyo kitu iko tu sawa.
Reporting for Valor TV, my name is Lucy Momanyi.
Odera Akango, the former Moi University branch in Yala Town, has been acquired by Maseno University. Preparation of the facility is ongoing ahead of admission scheduled on Monday. Our reporter with more details.
Maseno University has opened a new branch, Odera Akango campus at Yala Town. The new branch, which was previously owned by Moi University, with the new students of 2021-2022 academic year from the School of Development and Strategic Studies being the ones enrolled to this campus.
SDSS, that is School of Development and Strategic Studies, so far we have around almost 1,000 students. That is why our school was picked upon to relocate from the main campus to this place.
According to Madam Mackenzie Hilda, who was seconded for general supervision of the branch preparations for the learning activities, the facility will be fully ready by Sunday.
The lecture halls are ready. We are just doing a facelift. We are doing painting and just a few masonry work. It's habitable for our new school that is coming to be here starting from Monday.
Fadila Hamis reporting for Valor TV Yala.
We are taking a short commercial break, and before we do that, let's sample some of your feedback. On Twitter, I can see Kevin Karani says the government has failed us terribly. Fadila, do you have something on your side?
Yes, here Lillian Maina says, I'm afraid of the vaccine because a friend of mine had severe side effects.
Continue interacting with us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Valor TV.
On Twitter at Valor TV.
And our SMS number, 222.
Hello Joy. Uko wapi?
Niko kwa bank, niko huku Luanda. Nataka kulipa fee.
Unafuata nini Luanda na unaweza lipa na M-Pesa?
Ebu nieleze venye unafanya then nione kaitame.
Kulipa fee sasa ni rahisi. Go to lipa na M-Pesa, then pay bill and enter business number 4031097. The account number is your admission number. For the transaction to go through, ensure your admission number is in this format. This message has been brought to you by Maseno University in conjunction with Safaricom and Equity Bank.
Yes! Yes! I've made it.
Welcome back. Students have been found to be major players in illicit brewing around Maseno University.
Alcoholism has rocked Maseno, and the authorities' attention has been drawn to find a solution to make the community a sober space again. Our reporter Victor Abuga with more details.
As the war on illicit brew continues to take root, there are allegations that students while on campus are the hotbed of crime in the area. Speaking to the area sub-chief, he said that it's a menace where students are either bedrest or customers.
In fact, to say the truth, we are more at peace when the university is in recess, in vacation, than when you're in progress. When you're in progress, we don't sleep because either thuggery is high, drug abuse is equally high.
The locals affirm that as much as the students improve business activity around Maseno town, it also comes with the ugly side of drug abuse, crime and theft.
Ulevi ndio upo hata bila wanafunzi, lakini kiwango venye wanafunzi wanakuja kiwango cha ulevi kinaongezeka.
According to some students, they believe that the readily available cash from their parents as pocket money is the major push factor for engaging in drug abuse and crime activities in the area.
Students wengi wanatumia pesa zenye wamepewa na wazazi kujibamba.
Reporting for Valor TV, my name is Victor Abuga.
As the saying goes, survival is for the fittest, and a number of students in Maseno University have ventured into business activities. James Ocheng narrates how being a student and a boda rider at the same time works out for him. Our reporter Ologi Peter with more details.
As Nelson Mandela would describe it, education is the most powerful tool you can use to change the world. In pursuit of this powerful tool, students encounter several challenges, among them poverty. To overcome the challenges, most students have ventured into several businesses around most universities. At Maseno University, James Ochieng has ventured into motorbike operations as a source of his income.
Yeah, I'm James Ochieng. Year 4 doing mathematical science, taking pure maths.
He considers this business as the cheapest, a conclusion he draws from his vast experience in this particular field.
Anyway, I just sit down and figure out what can be done easily. You know, there's a business, if you open, you have to sit there from morning to evening, or you have to, fluctuation is difficult. So I take it at motorbike because you can go to the road at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and even an hour if you find.
He transports students within the school and sometimes outside. Starting and operating the business has not been a walk in the park. Since he doesn't own a motorbike, he is forced to hire one at 1,500 Kenyan shillings per day. Balancing between the business and the studies is another hard nut to break.
Balancing is very difficult. Let me tell you one thing. Balancing here, you have to time yourself very well.
Sometimes he has to forgo the business and attend classes which are sometimes fixed, but his experience keeps him going.
There are some the students just take look as and think that this one we are doing it as a career, a leisure. So you find an academic student and is a fixed class. Ile time yenye wewe unaona hiyo time I can look for money and this aona hiyo time naweza fanya 1 2 3.
Operating within the school has protocols which he has to follow. First, he has to register with the varsity board, that is a group that is fully recognized by the administration. Here, chances are however limited to only 10 students.
For you to apply for the varsity board, number one, if you are a student, you must apply through the security, internal security of the school. You have to submit your application letter, admission letter, and school ID, something that can prove that you are a student. That is number one. So after you have proven you are a student, then submit it to the varsity. But there is chances for only 10 students.
James uses the income from the business to pay the school fees, bills, as well as supporting his siblings.
Number one, it is for my daily livelihood. Number two, it pays all my bills. Because I don't have someone to call. I have a problem of this. The third one, I also have some dependents.
He attests to the scorching sun and sometimes rain as the main challenges. James says that planning and determination has kept him making bigger strides. Reporting for Valor TV from Maseno University, I am Ologi Peter.
Coming up is Valor Sports News. Temperature rise in Maseno Premier League as the race to top 4 takes another turn over the weekend. White Kings edged past veterans in a stunning 2-1 victory at Mosque grounds. Our reporter Jerry Junga with more details.
It was a busy weekend in the third game week of Maseno Premier League with teams battling it up for a chance at the apex of the table. College Stars overthrew veterans and sent them to position 4 after edging past Biomed in a 3-0 victory at Mosque grounds. Bowlers followed the suit in a stunning 2-1 win against River Stars. Elites also made it up to the list of victors with a 1-0 lead against Classic. Veterans had a difficult task finding an equalizer in their 2-1 loss against the sensational White Kings. Both Tsunami and Puan failed to go past 1-1 stalemate, which was a similar case to Equitas playing against Phenom. Here's the next weekend's fixtures, Tsunami and Veterans drawing more attention. Reporting for Valor Sports, my name is Jerry Junga.
Former Harambee Stars midfielder Victor Wanyama has retired from international football. In his retirement message, the immediate former Stars captain said it was a great honor playing for Kenya, but it was his time to hand over the baton to the next generation. The national team sent a message of appreciation to the retiring player on their main social media account.
Thank you so much for choosing Valor TV. That is where we come to the end of our bulletin. But before we leave, we could like to sample some of your feedback.
Yes, here on Twitter, Sam Kamau says measures should be taken to curb illicit brewing in campus. Thank you so much, Sam, for your feedback, and stay tuned for more upcoming programs. My name is Fadila Hamisi.
And I am Job Maangi.